Hello everyone, and we're gonna talk today of the first factor, the first thing, the most important thing inside the subject of reaching the mysteries of so it's death, the mystery of the death. Of course, we don't talk here about physical death. We talk about psychological death. I already talked a little bit in the second video of the three factor, the three rule we need to follow and do every day to wake up the conscience. Because the gnose is there to wake up our conscience by our own will, our own strength, and a lot of fight. So we're gonna talk today about what we are inside, what we really are, because we need to know, we need to escape this ignorance first. Knowledge, like Socrates say, knowledge is good and ignorance is the evil. We live in a world where ignorance need to be the ruler, and everyone are ignorant and they follow the false truth. So now we're gonna tell it for real. So what we are actually, first of all this conference, you need to read the book Revolutionary Psychological. It's a very good book to understand death. And you have other, like I talk about Fundamental Education, Great Rebellion, etc. But the Psychological Revolutionary, it's really the best. And Master Samael, he really changed his style with time. He evolved. Because he started and he talked a lot about sexuality, and it was really like poetic, beautiful. But with time he realized people didn't know how to die, and they don't want to die. They just want to be like practice alchemy, and yes, with sexuality I'm gonna wake up my conscience because it's the key. But it's not true. The key it's the death. And the sexuality is just need to be together with the death. But yeah, so it's why he evolved, and he put more his attention on developing the subject of psychologic at the end of his life, of his mission. And it's why all the psychologic book really be the last book he made. So yeah, you can find this on this kind of books, and it's important you read it if you want to wake up your conscience. Because you need to understand what we are, and this is the most important. So what we are, this is Samael tell it, but not only Samael, because all the initiator of modern psychology, like Sigmund Freud, Carl Gustav Jung, and all this, tell with scientific proof we have a bigger subconscious than the conscience. And actually we can be precise. We have 70% unconscious versus 3% of conscience. So that's what we are. But this is, we don't know again, what's exactly this, the example, the unconscious. Unconscious, we can call it subconscious. It's like almost the same. Subconscious or infraconscious. And conscience, it's conscience. So sub or infra. So if we try to make you understand what is it, we're gonna try to explain it. So we can say unconscious is the black, unconscious is it's the white. It's the light and the darkness. And the light. It's the life and it's the death. It's the you know what I mean. But we can say, and this is the most important, this is demon and this is angel. Angel, we can say it's a little bit too much. Huh? We're gonna say it's human, like real human. And this is anti-human. It's demon. It's animal human. This is animal, this is human. This is demon, this is angel. So here exactly what we are today in general, all the humanity. So in general, we are 97% demon, darkness. And that's the truth. Even people you see are really kind with you and kind with all their life was kindness and helpness, except like a good Catholic and or etc. These people are demon too. It's just hiding inside. And it's when you put like a really gentle person and you put it in a really special situation, whoop, the demon gonna start to go up and taking control of the bodies, of the emotion, of the mental. Only if you put it in a certain situation. Like example, war. In the war in Vietnam, a lot of good fathers go there. And when they reach the Vietnam, they change and they did things they never imagined they can do. And when they come back after the war, they suicide themselves because they cannot live with what they did in Vietnam War. So that means this situation of put a good person into this war, release demon, because it's hiding inside us. And usually it's when we are in a difficult situation, the unconscious gonna release himself and we're gonna start to see really what we are. Okay, we're not really what we think we are. We thought we are really generous, but we're not really generous when we are hungry or when we are poor. So you can see, this is the reality. So, and it's really important to understand this point, because hell, like, we live in hell and we didn't really realize. Why? Because the lie tried to hide himself. And this is the truth. Truth, I think, DTH. Whatever. This is the truth and this is the lie. So we live in 90% in general of a lying civilization. And it's why you have a lot of horrible things happen right now, but nobody want to speak. Nobody want to tell. Everyone want to say, oh no, I prefer go to the restaurant tonight and have fun with my friend. When you have a real war and people suffering in the other hand of the hurt. So this is the reality. This is really all the inside part of us, the reality. And this is general. Some people are 2% and 98, some people are 1% and 99, and some people are just 100% evil without realizing. And other people can be like 10% and 90%. This is really only with 10% you have enough conscience to make some time, like a couple time a year, like astral projection and be in contact with the masters, etc. Even if you just have 10%. 10% it's a lot. Like Master Samael, when he's born in his baby bodies, he have like 20% approximately, and only with 20% he's born with faculties, with clairvoyance, and he saw like the death world, the astral, like the death, etc. So yeah, so only 20%, it's a lot. Like you really have like psychic power with only 20%. So 50% you almost a master. So you can see you have a lot of degrees. To reach 100% conscience, you a perfect master, and this is Christ. This is high enough. A lot. You reached perfection. This is really rare. Like Master Jesus reached. Normally, when you have the degrees of Christ, you have resurrect, is because you at 100%. But even there, you need to continue to work because you have the memory of the darkness. So that's interesting. So yeah, so all the war, all our problem in our life come from there. All our karma, because we always born with that. We born with this. It's we're not born with 100% and go there. No, we're born with that, and this is the atomic weight of karma of people, and now it's karma of the humanity. This is creating war, corruption, lie, problem in our life, problem with our friends, with our love, and more the karma, because the law need to bring us the karma, because karma it's not like a punition. Karma it's more like a retribution. It's only law of nature of retribution. So we deserve actually what we create. If we create good, we're gonna deserve good, and the opposite. Bad, we deserve bad. So yeah, so that's the big problem. So now we're gonna analyze what's exactly this, our psychism, because this is our psychism. It's our psychological country. Because we're not the body. We a psychological country. We a psychological area. A psychological something. And this is the something. Who live inside one body, one physical body. So now we're going to talk about the famous name ego. But like I said in the last two videos, I don't like really the name ego. But it's the name I use all the time. Why I don't like it? Because it's overused in the generality of this society, humanity. But the problem is people always know ego, but another way. So that's really confusing, I can say. But it's not like the psychology talk, when the contemporary psychology talk about ego, it's not that, because they think we just have one ego. And this is false. And they have like a hypnotic way to hide the ego to be a better person. Oh, you have a good ego and a bad ego, etc. But this is all, it's not that. We're gonna need to explain again what's the ego. The Gnostic way, the real way. So I can use another word to erase this confusion, but I'm too used to use this word, and it's the word Samael sometimes use. So what's the name ego? So ego come from Latin, and it's mean the I. I want a bagel. I want a soup. I want to go walk. I want to wake up late today. I don't want to go work. It's the I, the me. Huh? So that's all synonym of ego. Me. The me. Me, I want this. Me, I'm angry. Me, I'm lazy, etc. So that's really the way contemporary gnosis use it to explain what's the 97% of infraconscience we have. But if we go in anthropology, the Egyptian have a name for that, because every culture, every religion have his own way to explain this, because this is the truth. It's general, so it's inside every culture and every religion, because it was the gnosis of another time. So the Egyptian call it the red demon. The red demon of Set. The Bible, I think Christian, they call it, like in the Pistis Sophia, obstiné. Obstiné. Je suis obstiné. Story, it's stubborn. They call it stubborn. Stubborn. And that's interesting. This is start to be the more precise. And even more precise. So every culture has its own way to explain it. But I think the most precise way, it's the ancient Tibet culture. They call it agrégat psychique. J'ai plusieurs agrégats psychiques. Psychic aggregate. Aggregate. Aggregate psychic. So this is all the same thing. It's synonym. And this is really precise, because what's an aggregate? It's like a little something hook on another thing, like a parasite. It's really like this, like a parasite. So now, what's that? We're gonna tell it right now. This is a parasite hook on the soul, and what's the most important to understand, it's plural. This is the key. Plural. It's a lot. It's not one. It's many, 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 many thousand. It's a lot. And this is the key. This is the key. Inside us, we're not alone. Me are me. We have a lot of me in our psychism, who try to take control of the body for the energy, to drain the energy. And it's all this little me, little I, who are the demon inside people. And this globalization of one person equal plural ego equal Satan, because Satan is the ego. It's not the essence, right? So now it's plural. Okay. So now we're gonna we have the step to explain a little bit clearer what we are. So I just say we are the essence, and we have the ego. And this is what we are. The ego is like a parasite, hooked into our soul, feeding of energy, of solar energy of our soul. And it's actually the finer energy of sexuality, because sexuality is like the energy of God, actually. It's the solar energy, and the ego feed. So now, when I talk about sexual energy, it's not only in the organe sexuel. It's a sexual energy have a lot of decomposition. Psychic energy come from sexual energy. Mental energy come from sexual energy. Etheric energy come from there, etc. And the ego feed with his negative energy, with his obsession, and all that, he feed. And if we let the ego rule our life, we just create more and feed the ego, and we become more and more degenerate, and actually demon and conscious people. Even if we think we're gentle. So that's the key. We are not alone, we are a lot. And so what we are, for example, okay, this beautiful circle, it's us. It's us inside the physical body, the psychis. We call it the soul. We can call it the soul, but it's not precise. Because soul we don't have. But the potential soul, it's there. It's what we are, the psychis. Because really the soul, when we talk in the gnosis, you have a soul, it's because you have creating your astral body, mental body, and creating all the virtue, and you are a real man, like a master. But us, we're not that. We're just a potential of a soul. We are psychic. A psychic something, 97% demon, 3% essence. So this is us. So when before the fall, we were like a pure essence. Before Adam and Eve, we were pure, connect to God, living in this beautiful place of earth with. It was a paradise because people have no I, no me. It was us. It was experimentation of the creation. And at that time we ruled the nature. So the lion don't want to eat us because we rule the nation. We are over everything. Because that's the place of our normal human. But with the fall, with the degenerate sexuality we start, and this is another story I need to talk about, another conference. So we start to use the energy, sexual energy, the animal way, with orgasm, with losing energy like a beast. And this is the origin of the ego. So at that time we create like one ego. We create one ego who feed a little bit take a little bit of the essence, because the essence, it's the soul, it's the potential of soul, so it's the light, so it's the life. We are life. We are the life inside this body. And the small ego take a small portion, a small part of this essence to live, because we create it. We are it's our choice. It's not God who created the ego. It's us. It's the mental. It's because we were innocent and we being tempted by Satan. Because at that time they have a demon too. That's another story. And we create an ego. And this ego live inside the psychis, our own psychism. And if example, it's an ego of lust, of fornication, the ego who want to lose the energy, he's living now. So he's gonna come back every time he can to tempt us. Oh, you're gonna play with our mental. Oh, we can lose energy again, it's not a big deal. Ah, da, justification, etc. We're gonna see in another video what's the mechanism. So yeah, so we create one ego, and with time we create another one, maybe an ego of auto-importance. We think we're more important because we, I don't know, like president of a country. So poof, another ego appear, self-important. Poof, we create another ego of, I don't know, actually the ego, it's the human defect. So everything will make us sad, it's an ego actually. So yeah, so another thing like a gluttony, glutton, an ego of eating, of depression, of cigarette, of cannabis, drug, of the ego of prostitution. We've been in prostitution before, so we create an ego, and now the ego wants to continue to live inside us. And so we are 10,000 approximately ego. That's a lot. And this is what we are. It's why the Tibetan have a great word with aggregate, psychic aggregate, because it's really like a parasite living inside us, trying to feed inside us, and he know how to control us, because he bypass the essence, because the essence it's only 3% versus 97%. So he bypass the mental and he take control when we not concentrate, when we not present. And he talk and we don't realize, and we're like, oh yes, I want to eat a McDonald's. And now another ego say, I want a cigarette. Oh no, before I want a cigarette. Oh no, I want a McDonald's first. And now we don't realize, but we always have conflict inside. But this is ego have conflict. And he play with he use the mental a lot. It's like his main tool. But he used to the emotion. To remember, like, this person tell me I'm a pig, example. So now the self-love right there was really shocked, and call his friend the anger here and say anger, put inside the emotion really sadness, and so we can call the vengeance. The vengeance is here, another ego. So the vengeance can go into his house and broke the window. Example. This is the vengeance. So now you can see they have like link together without having link. Some ego don't understand other part. Some are working together. Other are enemy. It's really like inside a city. Like in a city, you have some neighborhood where it's rich and really like gentlemen, and other part of the city it's like the hood, like the gangster, and so it's the same thing. We have all this inside us. We have like the gentlemen who think they are really great with women, and we have other thing. It's really like a bandit who want to go into the bar and drink. So this is the reality. So that's what we are. We are like a big piece of psychological desire, psychological envy. So the Bible talk about 7 sins, but this is really true. The 7 sins, it's like the 7 family of the ego. So we can separate this in 7. So it's the 7th family, and inside every family you have different kind of flavor. Example, inside the anger, you have the flavor of the sadness, of the vengeance, of the the rage of the ego who want to fight, punch someone. The ego want to just cry. So you have all kind of other just want to keep this inside and make the little smile. So you have all kind of ego inside the same family. But you really have 7 family, and Master Samael tell about that. So now we're gonna explain the 7 family. Did I finish that? No, before explaining the family, we're gonna explain the most important. So how you wake up the conscience, you need to put all your intention inside the 3%. You need to put all your strength and your energy to feed the 3%. Because inside the 3% you have the Christ. And the Christ in potential. And the Christ inside the 3% want to help you. You who are the 3%. I don't know if you can keep it. The 3% is the light. And this is our only hope to wake up our conscience and save our soul. And this is like the Goliath versus thing versus Goliath. I don't remember the name, but it's like a small child versus like an army of strong men, monster. So it's almost impossible. Another good way to see how you wake up the conscience, it's like the Lord of the Ring movies. So the 3%, it's like the community of the ring, and Frodo it's the essence. Weak. Frodo he cannot fight, but he can hide, and he can be wise. And the 97% is Sauron and all his army, the orc. But what's the most beautiful thing of this tale? It's at the end, who wins? It's the essence. It's Frodo. And the ring, it's like the energy, the only spirit energy, the sexual energy, where it's really attractive, but you need to be careful. Don't be attracted to this. You need to go and put it to the fire. So that's really the situation. So how a little Frodo can beat Sauron alone? It's impossible. How a hobbit can beat an army of orc? Impossible. They cannot fight first. So they need something else. They need, here we call it the being. They need a being, and the being, it's like in the Lord of the Ring, like all the community of the, because we say being have a lot of different parts, our own being, and it's all the community, like in the father, the ruler, the top, it's Gandalf. Aragorn is like the human soul, like the fighter, and you have all the other human fighter. You have like example, Sam Gamgee is like the hope, who always, even if it's the situation it's almost lost, he always have hope, and he's happy. So this is all part of our being, yeah? But what's our being in real? It's our own God. We call it in the Gnose the Father, and the Christianist too, the Father and Mother. We have the prayer of the Father, and this is prayer to our own God. So we need to link to our being if we want to kill the 97%. So our little soul is not alone, it's with the being. And if the being try to help the soul, he's gonna bring it the gnose. So it's why you understand the gnose in your life. It's because your being try to save you. But the problem is he cannot do the work for you. We need cooperation. Cooperation. Us, we are the human soul, we are arrogant, we need to fight, to create will, to create strength, value, patient, because the impatient, it's the ego, it's one ego. So if we kill the impatient, we're gonna be more patient. Because all the value, all our soul is stuck inside the entities. If we want to be really have chastity, 100% chastity in the mental, in everything, we need to kill the lust. So that's the soul, actually. And that's what we need to become. So we need cooperation, and we need to cooperate. If we feel the call of our being, and that's we feel it when we have a spiritual inspiration and research, and we don't know why. It's because it's the being who try to tease us. And if we find diagnose, we understand diagnose. It's exactly that I need to hear. I love it. But this is because it's the being who try to. The work of the being is to tease us, to help us a little bit. But he cannot do the work for us, because if it's like impossible. Because if he do the work for us, we don't create our strength. So it's like impossible, actually. So it's us, we need to do the work to kill all the ego, and we're gonna have the help of the being. But it's hard. It's actually the most harder life a human being can live. It's a lot more easier to just abandonate everything of that and just continue on the horizontal world and just go watch movie and go work and eat and sleep and have a family. This is on the horizontal. But the one who want really to destroy this seriously, he need to be really heroic. He need to be a hero, like a Hercule. So the being, it's our inner God who is always perfect. Example, Samael, his father was the Samael, the God. But the human soul, it was Victor Gomez. But Victor Gomez, he been really teased by his father into the heaven, and he make all the work, he destroy everything. And after this, he fused with his Christ, and he continued the work, so he create the gnosis of today. And at the end, he fused with his father, he go back to his father. He's the son, actually. So in other religion we can call it Elohim, we can call it like Osiris, but Isis is part of the being too, like Osiris, Isis, Horus, it's the Christ, and it's all part of one, Father, Mother, Son, or Father, Son, Mother and Holy Spirit, etc. So you have different way to see it, but it's always the unity inside the multiplicity, you can say. So and if we want to reach God, we need to destroy every ego we have inside us, and this is the hard part, because dying, it's really suffering. Because it's me who's gonna need to die. It's I gonna stop to do what I want. Ooh, this is hard. I need to stop to feel this way with this person. Because this person, I don't know, threw me a rock for nothing. I need to calm down. I need to understand, put the conscience between, and not fall into my instinct. and fall into one ego and just feed it. And every time we feed it, it takes place inside us. It becomes an obsession. So yeah, so this is the depth actually. Like the ego, he don't want to go in meditation. He hates everything who have a flavor of divinity, of beauty. He hates that. And it's why today people have in general more and more ego, because I say we're born with that. It's not stopping when your body, physical body die. It's just gonna come back and come back. And if we have the more and more ego, we come back with more ego, we come back with more ego and more and more. And it's why generation after generation, the humanity degenerates slowly, and genetically too. Like the brain is less and less intelligent. And this scientific know about a lot of places in our brain are inactive. And another thing too interesting, it's more you degenerate, more you start to like thing of hell, and you start to hate thing of God. So it's why we live really in a reverse world. Like example, today, people like the music, rap, hip hop, rock and roll, and all this kind of music, but this is heavy music. It's music coming from hell, where they have nothing to do with the beauty of the truth. So yeah, and the music like Mozart, Beethoven, and all this kind of music is more close of the divinity, and people don't like this music in general. So that's an example. Or like people like I don't know, like a boxer, like a winner of UFC, or like a vedette, like famous people. But why? He's fighting like a beast. Why is people love this? So you can see the psychology is reverse. Because we degenerate and we don't realize it. We fall into ignorance, and now we're really deep, so we don't see us really how we truly are. But for example, like an alien, where they, first of all, just to be clear, if you can travel into a planet to another planet, it's impossible to be evil. It's all regulate. So people who think alien can be evil, it's not true. So alien who are really normal people without ego watch us and they find us really weird. Like, why they go see like someone follow a ball like soccer or football? Why people turn crazy on that? It's so stupid. Like it's how they think. And us, we like in this stadium, like we lost conscience completely. But it's like if we really are conscious, we're gonna realize, like, why I have fun here? It's not fun. So yeah, and so now we're gonna talk about the 7 family and a little bit explanation. So, first of all, the most important ego, we can say the master, like the base of all ego, it's the pride, the orgueil in French, the selfishness. And this category, this family is really the base, because especially of the auto-importance. Auto-importance. We think we are important, but in reality, we're not. We really not important. And it's that we need to understand. And you need to study a lot of books of Samael to understand our real place. Because yes, we are important in one way, but what's important, it's the 3%. It's not the 97. But this ego of auto-importance, cherish, love is own what we are, what he is, the 97, and he thinks he's important. And this kind of ego, it's really the base, because it's opened the door to all the other ego. It's opened the door to the ego of want to be rich, or the ego who have the right to talk, the ego who have the right to have my point. He punched me without reason, and he have no right to do it, and I have my point. I can punch him now. Example. So this is the auto-importance. And you have the self-love. It's kind of the same thing, but with another flavor. Self-love. And it's the self-love who are sad when people don't understand you. Example. But you have right to don't understand you. Like, so the pride, and you have a lot of different kind of ego. I can have paper here, like in French. I have like maybe 60 different names of different kind of pride. Other one, it's like this, the best friend of pride, and it's the one, the most dangerous ego, the ego who really drag me to the door of hell. Drag us to the door of hell, and we call it anger. And anger, like I told you, have like rage, you have want to revenge. This is all kind of the family, into the family of anger, like rage, want to punch, revenge, want to poison someone. Like, this is really bad. It's really ugly ego. You have two. This is, people don't realize it, but depression, it's a kind of anger. Because something don't go well in your life and we fall in depression. But if we put the conscience again between the ego and us, we start to understand why I'm in depression. I found the being. The being is there inside me. He's connected to my heart. So I just need to continue to try to wake up the conscience and reaching my own being. Why I'm sad, even if you're poor, if you have nothing, etc. So this is gonna be maybe another conference, how to destroy ego, with the comprehension, with the digestion of the impression coming inside us. Because if we don't have a digestion of impression come and we react. Impression come and we react. Impression come and we lost all our energy. And after this we go sleep and we like drain and we dream, like we have no conscience in astral. But we need to learn how to digest everything come. Every bad feeling of someone, we need to digest it with compression, with thinking and meditation. But this is another conference again. So yeah, so this is one of the worst, because this bring war, this bring antipathy, this bring like, and they work together, these two, and they are like the good friend. But this bring like, why you hate this person who just come in your life and you don't know him? Why you hate him? This we call it auto-antipathy. But this is an ego hiding inside you who make you feel like this, but you don't realize it because you don't know, and you just feel it and you react. So yeah. So another one, it's okay, this is the lust. It's the first ego, the most important ego. We need to kill the first one. Because if we continue to lose energy, we're not even starting to try to wake up the conscience, to be better, to be a better person. If we lose the energy, we're not even scratching the start. The first step needs to be chastity. We need to understand sacred energy, sexuality is sacred, love is sacred. And if we continue with our stupid way to see sexuality, pervert, we not even enter the gnose. This is really important. We need to be chaste. This is the first ego. If we have all the ego, 1,000 ego, and we want to start by being chaste. Stop losing energy. And if you're new into the gnose and you used to lose energy before, you're gonna see the fight gonna start right now. The fight with the ego of lust. You're gonna start to harass you in the mental, trying to justify. Oh no, it's dangerous. It's not right. It's dangerous. Lose the energy. It's gonna release you of pressure, etc., etc., etc. But this is all the manipulation of Satan. And today, the medicine say to people, oh, masturbation, it's good, but it's a complete lie. Today, the medicine, it's satanic. Like I said in the last video, what's the goal of black magician? It's to make human lose energy. What's the goal of an angel or master like Jesus and Samael? It's to stop human to lose energy, to regenerate her soul. This is the goal. This is the first goal of the Black Lodge. It's to make human lose conscience, but first with the losing energy, because this is the roots of the evil. Yeah, so this is a big one. It's a big one, and you have all kind of another big family. You have like the love of pornography, watching pornography, love of just watching a girl, like the shape of a girl, this ego like to use only the eyes. You have other ego who maybe want to go and see a prostitution. You have, of course, the ego of masturbation, where it's so bad for humanity, destroying so bad the psyches of all the young and the brain of all the young. It's so bad. You have other ego of homosexuality, etc., 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 etc. We need to become chaste, and we need to understand the sexuality of the scientific chastity. This is the Grand Arcane, we call it. It's the Gnostic way. And having sexuality, it's good. We need to have it, but in honorable way, in the good way, because we cannot let the energy just being stagnant, doing nothing. But this I need to come back to another video to explain all this, because it's another subject. After this, you have the family of the envy. So envy, it's always linked to the jealousy. So, this person have this, me I don't have that, and the jealousy always calculate. This one have more, this one less, me I'm middle, and always judge. Oh, you have a better car, I want this car too. It's really jealousy, a lot with the couple. And this broke the couple a lot. Like the woman, if his husband just watch or talk to another woman and laugh, his wife just, why you laugh with him? And try and because ego inside the mental create a lot of fantasy. And fantasy, it's bad. It's the imagination used by ego mechanically like we don't have conscience, it's just doing its thing, and bring us into situation, bad situation. Yeah, so you have all kind of type. After this, you have the convoitise, covetousness, or greed. So this is all, you want to have something. The ego wants to have something physically or spiritually. Like, you want more money. Did you realize more you're rich, more you want to become more rich? Well, this is the greed. And the same thing can go into the gnosis way. People who don't work the greed inside the gnose, he want more psychic power. He read the book of Samael because he want have the clairvoyance. But this is, you don't gonna have the clairvoyance because you want it, because maybe it's the greed who want it. A real Gnostic way to advance is to not greed the power, not greed the experience, and just want to die inside, to reach the peace of the being. This is the real goal, to be, like Jesus said, just to be a good man, and not wanted power or psychic power. So you have all kind of greed. One family, it's the gluttony. This is linked a lot with the food. And food and other things like feeding, like cigarette or drug. Always want more, and you would never want to stop. Like example, the anger can work with the depression, and the depression can open the door to the gluttony who want to eat ice cream. And you're never gonna stop ice cream until you're gonna be sick, example. And this is because you get possessed by the gluttony. And you have the laziness, the last one of the 7. Laziness, it's like energetically inside the physical body. You start to be, you need to do something important and you start to be tired. Or emotionally like, oh, I don't want to do it. Like going to work or etc. You have all kind of, you need to do your meditation of the day. Oh, I want to go see a movie. But the laziness take place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is the 7 one. And you have like the bonus one, it's the fear. Fear work with all different, it's like the lubrification of all the ego. So yeah, so this is the 7 head of the snake. Like Hercule need to cut the head of the head, but not only cut, because it's gonna reborn. You need to cut and burn. And the burn, it's we need to be chaste, and to use the fire of the sexuality. Practice the great arcana. Okay, so now we're gonna continue and talk about. I'm gonna try to compress a lot of information because I cannot do too much video. It's just like a quick view. So now we have 7 psychic, you can say door, 7 psychic way, the physical and the psychical body express itself into the world. So this is a human body, example. So, so you have the more primary psychical, we call it the 7. Seven psychophysiological center of the human machine. So first of all, you have the more slow one. It's the intellectual, where it is inside the head. So the intellectual is slow, and it's the center where you have imagination, where you have like the fantasy when it's negative imagination. You have the memory, etc. After this, you have the emotion center, where it is into the plexus solaire, solar plexus. This is all the astral energy, like the emotion, actually, where it's kind of a fire, sentiment, and it's work with the heart, actually, feeling, etc. This is like the mental plane, astral plane. And you have the 3 other one, where it's linked together. It's the motor psychic center in the neck. This is like related to the physical motor center. Like if you have tic, like you like this, or you like this, but this is all linked to ego, linked to the motor center. You have a reflex, like, and you have the instinctive and sexual center. This is really fast. It's instinctive. It's quick because it's survive. Oh, I need to eat. I'm hungry. Or the sexual center, it's even quicker. All this to say we need to study to be conscious of that and observe this center day by day, second after second. Because the ego gonna play with this kind of center everywhere to manipulate us, and especially the intellectual. But he play a lot with the emotional, a lot with the instinct too. Like the anger can be with the instinct. Lust gonna be a little bit in the sexual, and he play like maybe sexual, intellectual, emotional, and like that. It's like someone on a computer, like yeah, and we create a lot of fantasy, like a big imagination. We create emotion, bad emotion, heavy emotion, and we need to run because we need to catch someone who is really not friendly, etc. Yeah? And we need to create organ. We lost today because we are degenerate, but we need to create an organ, like somebody say, of the auto-observation, psychological observation. And this we're gonna create it more and more. We're gonna do practice, and especially meditation. So, for example, in meditation, you watch your mental, and you need to let your mental. You're gonna be catched by one ego, we can say, and you need to, oh, whoa, leave me alone, mental, and just when you're gonna separate the ego, the fantasy gonna slowly disappear, and you need to do this until the mental gonna calm down. This is auto-observation of the intellectual side, but in the same time you need to see your emotion, how you feel. And like this, you learn how the ego work. Because to destroy ego, and you have 2 other one, but the 2 other one is the superior emotion, and we don't have, and the superior intellectual we don't have yet, because you need to be more close of your being to have it. So we only have the 5-1 inferior. And why it's important to know this is because how you destroy ego. Master Samel say you have 3 ways to destroy it. you need to do three things. First of all, you need to conquer comprehension, but deep comprehension, not only intellectually, like, oh yes, I need to don't feel like that because I lose energy and I don't care. I you know, it's not to be like intellectual way. It's really the first step of comprehension. Yes, it's important, but it's the first step. After this, you need to go really deep inside the comprehension and go inside meditation. And now you're going to comprehend, study again. You need to do retrospection of your bad action. Why you are sad yesterday and you sad today. And you go in meditation and you think, oh, it's because this person told me that. Why I'm sad? Because this person told me that. Oh, it's because when I was young, someone tell me this thing, you know, like that. You study yourself, your life, and yeah. So this is really the big thing, comprehension, because you have different level, and when you reach all the level, you can kill ego. Oh no, comprehension is the second one. Yeah, so the first one is the observation. Observation. So like I say, you need to, it's with time you're going to create more and more. More you serious into the gnose, more you study the books, more you do meditation and practice, and bigger the auto-observation going to be. And it grows slowly. It can take years. But everyone needs to start where they are, of course. The nature don't do don't pass step. So observation, you watch the five psychological center. The ego in action. Why you have a lot of anger? Why you feel like that? Why you sad? Why you feel nervous? Etc. And you watch yourself. Oh yeah, I feel nervous. Why? Oh, it's because I go work tonight. Why? Oh, it's because tonight I'm gonna meet someone and I have problem with him. I need to give money. I don't know. Why? You think. You need to think in life. You cannot just do whatever you want and just react. And this kind of think is super important. And you need to read the books. If you never read the books of Samael, forget that. Because it's inside the books of Samael, you're going to create one thing, we call it the self-reflection of the being. That means, inside the books of the Samael, you have some key word, philosophic word, a sentence, where you're going to keep it and put it between the ego and your reaction. To first stop the ego, this is the first step. After this, observe it and try to understand it with the how Samael explained it. It's important. After this, the comprehension is the big part. And the last part is the prayer. Prayer with the Divine Mother. We need to meditate on our own being, or the mother side, and ask her to destroy this ego for us, please. And we need to pray, never stop to pray. Because it's the Divine Mother who have the task to help us psychologically. And have the task to help us energetically, to create the body with the fire, to direct the fire of sexual energy transmute to the brain, etc. This is the part of the mother. The part of the father, it's to tease us, it's to go deal with Anubis, with our karma inside the internal world, to help us, give us some. The Father guide us, guide our walk into our destiny, and the Mother is really important to pray our Mother. We can call it Kundalini. We can see it like a fire snake, like the positive snake, because you have the positive and negative snake. In every religion you have the Mother. Isis in Egypt, Tenochtitlan in the Aztec Maya, Marie in Jesus, Christian, Ramio in the Nordic, Celtic, Cybele, Greece, etc. It's the Divine Mother. And this is important. If you never pray your Mother and you do only this, it's not gonna work. You need to do both of three. And the big part, of course, it's this, the comprehension, because you have level and level and level. And it's in meditation you need to go deep and observe the situation, why, and try to pray your Mother, please help me to see it, to understand it, and you continue to see, okay, they go inside the mental, okay, I think to this thought before I did this action, okay, where come from this thought? Okay, it's this kind of ego, it's an anger. Okay, it's the anger of the vengeance of this person, okay, and like that. You need to dig inside you. And now, of course, we have a lot of trick and of mechanisms of how the ego work, but I don't have time to explain it now. It's longer enough, this video, but I can talk a lot of like the three way the ego, the three traitor we call it, and the three traitor of the Christ, Judas, the traitor of he sell the Christ for 3 pieces of gold. After that you have Caif, who judge Judas, who sell the Christ for a little pleasure in this life, physical world. I missed one, I forget it. The one who judge the Christ, I don't remember. And you have Caif, it's Caif who judge, and the one in the middle, it's the mental. So this is the astral, where you want, for this desire, you're gonna betray your own Christ, destroy your light. This is the mental. It's Pilate. Pilate. So Pilate, it's linked to the traitor of the mental energy, because the mental always want to justify, and he justify his own action. So actually it's the ego who justify himself. And we see it with the Christ when Pilate say, ask Jesus, are you the king of God? Are you the child of God? I don't remember exactly. And he say, nothing. And he say, okay, you don't want to ask? We're gonna ask the everyone if you need to be if I crucify you or not, or the bandit, the bad guy or you. So he say, go to how you say the crowd. So it's the crowd who choose the bad guy and choose to crucify the Christ, Jesus. So actually it's like the mental inside us. The mental always, like Pilate, he say, it's not me, I didn't judge, I didn't crucify the Christ, it's the crowd. So he justify himself, it's not him. And this is one of the problem with the ego, is always justify himself like a good person, a good action, etc. This is in the mental. And the kaif, this is a little bit harder to see it inside us, but this is linked to the causal world, causal energy, and it's the bad will, because kaif just judge him, like, I don't remember exactly, but go read in the book Great Rebellion at the end. He explained all that. You have all this with the retreats and etc. So this is one way to understand that ego inside us. You have other kind of way, like you need to find a name. What you need to find the family, identify the family of the ego. You need to find link, all the link together, because they never work alone. Ego always work with another one, and it's like a group where make you do something bad. So we always work together, but if you try to kill this one, you're gonna need to observe all the other one who work with him. Like example, the pride with the anger. It's more the anger with the pride. So yeah. So you have all different kind of way to study the ego with the auto-observation and comprehension. And when you analyze it and you understand it and you really want to destroy it, you really feel, it's not like oh, you feel bad, please mother, destroy it. Yes, it's a level, but it's really weak. You need to really feel it, like deep, like why I did that, like I'm so sorry, like and you cry, like you need really to feel it deep in your heart. And when you feel it deep in your heart, you pray your mother in meditation and you say, please destroy this ego. And you can see like a fire inside your mantle if the ego work in the mantle or all your body, or you can see the ego outside of you like yourself in the mirror with flame, and you do the mantra Krim. It's the mantra of the mother of death, and you do Krim, and you see the ego burn, and with time the ego it don't gonna die and disappear, it's just gonna become weaker until it disappear, until it become like a children and disappear. So now it's like that. One condition for its work, you need to have chastity. You need to transmute your energy. Because the mother, if she don't have the weapon to kill the ego, the sword, if she don't have the sword to kill the ego, the flaming sword, she cannot do it. If you lose energy, this don't gonna work. Even if you go deeper, it's never gonna work. You need to have chastity and start to transmute your energy. And transmuting energy, it's like creating the fire inside you, keeping the fire inside you, and your mother take this fire and can kill an ego. And if you do this day by day and kill yourself and put more and more place into the conscience, into your meditation, into your practice, into and you make with your wife, or your wife with your husband, make the sexuality like a ritual, you're gonna wake up your conscience. And the best way to kill it, of course, it's when you are connect with your wife into the couple, the perfect matrimonial. When you have true love, and in the sexuality, when the couple is connected, you ask your mother, because you did this inside the day, like at night, after when you want to go in meditation, you comprehend it, you keep it, you ask your mother to destroy it, and inside the Grand Arcana, connected with your wife or your wife with your husband, you pray together in meditation, connected, and you ask her to destroy the ego, and you do Krim together. This is the best way. Of course, you can do it, like if you are célibataire, a single, you do it without the Grand Arcane, of course. You do it just in meditation, but you need to transmute your energy as a single person. And we have a lot of way to do it in the Gnosis. And the most basic way is the transmutation with the pranayama. With the imagination. Into the heart. And you bring the fire up, you transmute. This I need to again explain it another time. But it's how you destroy ego. Explain it fast. You need to read through the books to have the self thinking of the being, to really have actually become more intelligent, because books of Samael bring the intelligence. More transmutation bring intelligence, actually, because you regenerate your brain, etc. Your way to view the life. So now, it starts to be dark. And so this is really the base. Of course, I can go do a lot of video, different family, like how to destroy it good, and this was a big resume. But it's that or nothing, like I say. It's just to help you to see it in a big picture. But if you want to do something more precise, you can ask me. I can do it, because I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of video. I don't know if this channel gonna help a lot of people. So if you watch this video, I wish you a good luck. I wish you a lot of fight, a lot of strength. Because we're not alone. We need to ask to help of masters of the White Lodge. We need to do the 3 factor, and we need to pay a lot of karma too if we want being help. And it's all the 3 factor. This was only the death. But it's the harder, because it's really hard to die psychologically. We have so much defect. And in this society, everything tries to bring you out of this road. Everything. So it's really like trying to go in the other sense of everyone. It's difficult, but not impossible. So I wish you good luck, and Pax Inverential, how can I say, peace, inverential peace, and God bless. And long live to Christ. Bye.